Hey guys. Okay, so I'm outside because I live in Newfoundland and we very rarely get weather as amazing as this. So I was like, I'm gonna go outside and take advantage of the weather. While doing that, I'm going to film another rant of sorts for you. Um, my rant today is one that I've been meaning to do for a really long time, and I guess I just never really got around to it. It's about body positivity and self esteem because um, I don't know, I just think that a lot of times we're looking at body positivity in the wrong way. And I don't mean that to be critical, I just mean that maybe we're a little bit narrow minded, I think, sometimes. And I think it would be beneficial to all of us if we broadened our horizons a little bit when it comes to body positivity. So here goes. Body positivity says that all body shapes and sizes and colors and incarnations and anything about your body is perfect and it's wonderful and it's good and you should love that. And absolutely, I am all for that. I am here for that. I agree with that 110%. I just think that there's so much more than that. And I think that, well, see, I'm a Christian and I believe that humans exist on two dimensions, shall we say. So we exist in the physical, obviously, and we exist in the spiritual because humans have a soul or a spirit, and it's the part of you that is love and empathy and dreams and music and art and altruism, and it's the most beautiful thing in creation, I believe. And if you're a Christian, you definitely believe that we have a soul. And I think that sometimes, even if you're not a Christian, you know that we are a whole lot more than what we can see and touch. So I'm operating on the assumption that everybody is not two dimensional, but everybody exists on two planes. And I'm going to go ahead and call them the natural and the supernatural, okay? So um, we exist here in the natural, and then we have this part of us that is supernatural, really, for all intents and purposes. It's intangible and it's spiritual and it's amazing. And so your identity and like who you really are, that's the supernatural part of you. That is so much more than this physical mortal world that we see around us. That is so much greater and so much more powerful and so much bigger, and it's infinite as when compared to this finite planet that we exist on. And even not even the universe, because I think we believe that the universe is infinite. So, but you know, like our Milky Way, our galaxy, our solar system, like all of that, like it's bigger than that. It's bigger than the stars, and it's bigger than the sky, and it's bigger than the ocean, and it's forever, and it's the most amazing thing that we will ever experience. Is, well, I can't say that because I believe that God is the most amazing thing that we will ever experience, but after that, it's ourselves and it's each other. Um, and if as a Christian, I believe that that's the part of us that was given to us by God and that interacts with God. But if you're not a Christian, then that's cool. You can just leave that part out. But I still think this rant is relevant to you. So your identity is like a universe unto itself. You you have entire unwritten novels inside of you, and you have symphonies that have yet to be composed, and you have history all the way back to the beginning of time, and you have time all the way into eternity, and you have constellations and oceans inside of you, and you are so much more than what you can see when you look in the mirror. And the body that you're in is literally just a vehicle for your true identity. It's literally just a tool that you can use to interact with the natural world, because even though you're a supernatural being, you still need to exist in the natural world, and so you have to have a way to do that, and the way to do that is your body. It's just the incarnation of your identity that interacts with the physical world. And I don't know, but I don't know about you, but like I think that's really, really cool. And it also makes me look at my body in a totally different way, and it totally takes the focus off of my appearance. And the vehicle itself is truly a biological wonder of engineering, or a wonder of biological engineering. I mean, DNA itself is probably the coolest thing that I have ever come in contact with. I mean, it's like it's these chemical elements that are organized in such a way to make these really intricate molecules that then orient themselves in such a way as to contain all the information about you, including your personality and your appearance and your characteristics and your traits, and it's just the coolest thing in the whole entire world. And you have these cells that combine to make tissues, then you have tissues that combine to make organs, and then you have organs that make organ systems, and then all of it together, and then it's all controlled by your brain, which is like, holy crap, it's just firing off neurons all the time into this intricate web of neurons that goes throughout your whole entire body, and communication that happens in seconds through electrical impulses. Then you have your heart, which beats literally from the time it develops, really, in utero until the time you die, and it never stops pumping, and it just pumps blood throughout your whole entire body. And like, seriously, I could go on and on and on about how cool the human body is, and that's just on the inside. So I mean, the natural vehicle for your supernatural identity is in itself an absolutely incredible thing, and it's a marvel of evolution, or it's a marvel of creation, whichever one you choose, probably both put together, if you believe what I believe. And it's really, really cool. So like, why in the world are we so hung up on our appearance? Why is that such a big deal? Even the positive stuff still makes it a big deal, like vanity. Like, I'm vain, I'm very vain, actually. Like, I'm it's probably something that I need to work on it, and I own up to it. um and vanity is not always a bad thing, and confidence is amazing, and I think everybody should be confident and should be comfortable with themselves, but be comfortable in such a way that you know that you are so much more than your appearance. And I think that you should like your appearance, absolutely, but just also bear in mind that liking your appearance is not the be all end all, because your appearance is the last thing on the priority list of how you should categorize yourself as a human, or how you should determine your value as a human, or how you should interpret your own identity. Your appearance is just so far down there on that list that it just shouldn't even register when compared to your true identity, compared to your heart and your soul and your goals and your dreams and your empathy and your humanity. Your appearance doesn't even register. Your appearance has nothing to do with your humanity. It's just the manifestation of your natural self, of your physical incarnation. And I sound like such a hippie, but but I think that's the truth, and I think that's a good way to look at yourself. So there you have it. You are a supernatural being, and yourself, your identity, your soul is so much bigger than this planet and this solar system that we're in. And your appearance is just the manifestation. So don't put so much stock in your appearance. Don't think about it that much, because you're way, 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 way more than that. Okay, peace and love.